Liberty men's soccer on its way down to Rock Hill, South Carolina to open up the Big South Soccer Championships. We're joined by head coach Jeff Alder. And, Coach, down the stretch, this team did everything it possibly could to get in that top four. You finish at fifth, but I know you got to be proud of how your team's played down the stretch.
Oh, we were resilient down the stretch. You know, we felt if we get a couple bounces and a little bit of help from somebody, we could have finished as good as third. Unfortunately, we did our part. We didn't get the help we needed, and we dropped from third or fourth down to fifth. But at the end of the day, I'm very proud of our guys because we got a bunch of shutouts down the stretch. We played our best soccer. And like we've talked to this group all year long, use the ebbs and flows, the ups and downs of the season to harden yourself, to make yourself better, to refine yourselves, just like God refines us daily, to prepare us for what we're trying to do in November. And that's ultimately hoist a conference championship.
Jeff, you mentioned you're playing your best soccer right now. Why would you say that is, and what parts of your game do you like right now?
Well, I think our collective defensive responsibility is off the charts, where everybody is taking ownership once the ball turns over, once we lose possession of the ball, to try and get the ball back for us. So that bend but not break philosophy down the stretch has really paid dividends. We started off the season gangbusters, and we were a player or two away from where we felt we could be in the national rankings. We were ranked regionally, and unfortunately we had a couple hiccups along the way. And unfortunately for us, there was some conference games early where there was one or two plays that could have gone either way, and they did not go our way. And so for us, we used those experiences, we used some of those bad bounces to prepare us down the stretch. And I think for our guys now, our focus is good, our intensity is good, and ultimately now, it's just survive and advance, and that's what our mentality is every November, is just one play at a time, one game at a time.
You played here Saturday. You mentioned you beat High Point. What was the message to the team before you let them go after that match?
We felt High Point is as good as anybody in the league. They had just tied Coastal, on the road at Coastal, which is very difficult to do. But our message was simple. The 24-hour rule applies. Enjoy it for 24 hours. And then Sunday, as we came back and looked at film, let's find a way to get better. And so it wasn't, for us, a period of time where you had a whole lot of residue left from the game because you had to move on to the next play, the next game, which is Winthrop. But it was a fantastic result to beat High Point at home on Scott Soteric's last home game. And so I was very proud because we played with a lot of pride that day. And High Point, both teams had chances, but our guys, found a way to get a result. And I was proud of them finishing the season like we wanted to finish it.
Now you get Winthrop a second time this season. How have they changed after the past 6 weeks?
They're very good going forward. I looked at the number of goals they scored, and I know for a while they were ranked top 5, top 8 in the country in goals scored. Obviously they've won a ton of games this year. They've been ranked regionally most of the year, and so they're a very good group, especially attacking wise. They don't give up a lot of goals, and they sure as heck create a lot of chances. And we love their coaching staff, Coach Posipenko and Coach Dan down there. We've got a great friendship with them. Coach Posipenko has been, a mentor in my life for a long time, and has accumulated, I think probably the 4th or 5th most wins out of active coaches. And so it's going to be a typical Liberty Winthrop battle. And hopefully at the end of the day, we're good enough to steal something down there.
We hope you are as well. We're pulling for you, Jeff, and the team. Have a great time on Tuesday.
All right, thanks.
That's head men's soccer coach Jeff Alder. Don't forget, Liberty and Winthrop will kick it off at 6 o'clock on Tuesday. Be sure to log on here to libertyflames.com for all the updates down from Rock Hill. For the coach, I'm Alan York for the Liberty Flames Sports Network.